Good morning, students. Myself, Dr. Kumar, Department of IT, Sagar Institute of Research and Technology, SIRT, the SAGE Group, Bhopal. Today, we will discuss the topic that is structure of Java program to implement arithmetic operators, and program to implementation of Boolean logical operators. That is inside your subject IT 306 Java Programming Lab. So, let's start. First of all, that is the Java environment. The Java virtual machine is called JVM, is an abstract computing machine or virtual machine interface that drives the Java code. JDK includes a complete JRE plus tool for developing, debugging, and monitoring Java applications. JDK is required to build and run Java applications and applets. JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment, which is used to provide an environment at runtime. It in the cause of implementation JVM. It contains a set of supporting libraries in combination with core classes and various other files that are used by JVM at runtime. JRE is a part of JDK, Java Development Toolkit, but can be downloaded separately. Java C is the compiler for the Java programming language. It is used to compile .java files. It creates a class file which can be run using Java command. Java, when a class file has been created, the Java command can be used to run the Java program. Both run using the command prompt. .java is the extension for Java source file, which are simple text files. After coding and saving it, the JavaC compiler is invoked for creating .class files. As the .class files get created, Java commands can be used to run Java programs. Now, we will see in the last lecture we had done the Java program. We run the Java program. Now here the structure of one Java program. That is the public class, my class, public static void main string, args, system.out.print, that is the hello world, and system.out.print, that is the hello world. Now, in the structure of Java program, we must keep in mind that Java code is case sensitive. First thing, to write a Java program, you must have to define class first. The name of the class in Java which holds the main method in the name of the Java program, and the same name will be given in the file name as mentioned above in sample program. The name of class is hello, in which main method that the file will be named the hello.java. But here in our case, that is the class name is my class, and this is an example. If your class name is the hello, then your file name will be the hello.java. So that is the public class hello. If our file name, that is the hello.java, this creates a class called hello. The public words means that it is accessible from any other classes. Second, the comment part, that is the multi-line comment and single line comment. The compiler ignores the comment block. Comment can be used anywhere in the program to add info about the program or code block, which will be helpful for developers to understand the existing code in the future easily. Now the braces, two curly brackets, are used to group all the commands. So it is known that the commands belongs to that class or method. One main thing, that is the public static main. Inside that, when the main method is declared public, it means that it can also be used by code outside of its class, due to which the main method is declared public. Second, the word static used when we want to access a method without creating its object, as we call the main method before creating any class objects. The word void indicates that method does not return a value. Main function is declared as void because it doesn't return a value. Main is a method This is starting point of Java program. Now you will notice that main method code has been moved to some spaces left. It is called the indentation, which is used to make a program easier to read and understand. So this was about the structure of a Java program. Now the one thing more, that is the string arguments, that is the ARGS. It is an array where each element of it is a string which has been named as ARGS. If you run Java program through the console, you can pass the input parameter and main method takes it as input. System.out.println. It can be also the system.out.print. This function, that is, this is the statement, is used to print text on the screen as output, where the system is a predefined class and out is the object of printWriter class defined in the system. The method println print the text on the screen with a new line. You can also use the print method instead of println method. Okay. All Java statement ends with a semicolon. Now, this is the program to implement the arithmetic operators. Let's see. We are here implementing the arithmetic operators. That is the public class. I give the name, that is the arith that is the operators. Public static void main strings args, curly bracket starts, main bracket starts, and here I declare two variables and I also initialize them. First is the number 1 and number 2. They are the integer type, so I write here the int number 1 and I assign the value 12, that is equal to 12, comma number 2 is equal to 4. And as we discussed earlier, the every statement ends with the semicolon. So here I declare the two variable, number 1 and number 2, and I assign the value, that is the 12 in the number 1 and 4 inside the number 2. Now the addition operation, int sum, I take one more variable, that is the sum, which is of integer type, is equal to number 1 plus number 2. What it will do, it will add the number 1, that is the 12, plus number 2, that is the 4. So it will add 12 plus 4 and assign the value to the variable, that is sum. And when the system.out.println, this is to print the value of the sum. This method will print, that is the system.out.println. As we discussed earlier, that the println means the new line, as you see here, that is it will print the text on the screen with a new line. So here double quotes start, sum is colon double quotes and this will print as it is. Okay. Now sum, that is the plus, that is for the addition, and sum means the variable, that is the sum variable, and here it will print the value of the sum. Now again, next is the subtraction operation. In the subtraction, I take the one variable, that is the diff, that is the for the difference, right? That is of the integer type and is equal to number 1 minus number 2. What it will do, it will minus the value of the number 2, that is the 4, from the number 1 value, that is the 12. So here I again print the system.out.println, that is the difference, that is the I told you earlier, that is the inside the double quotes it will be printed as it is, and the plus, that is for the addition. Here it will add the next value, that is the diff, difference value. Difference value will be print here. Now this is the multiplication. Same, I take the one variable, that is the mul, which is again of integer type, and I multiply the two numbers, and same I take the print the value of the multiplication, that is again the division operation. Int, I again declare the one variable, that is the div is equal to number 1 divided by number 2, and the quotient is equal to, that is the div. Then the modulo operation you know very well, that it gives the remainder. So I take the one variable, that is the rem, name rem, which is again of integer type, and REM is equal to number 1 modular number 2, that is the modulus number 2, and this is the modular operator. It will divide the number 1 value with the number 2 value, and it will give the remainder. So this was the program that where we have implemented the arithmetic operators in Java. Now I save this program with the name, that is the AIRTH Hope. Again I am introducing myself Dr. Kumar, Department of IT, SIRT, the sales group Bhopal. So now we will see the output of this program. This is the sum is 16, difference is 8, multiply value is, that is the 48, quotient is 3, and remainder is 3. And this is here, you can see the output, that is the screenshot of the output. That is the output is same, that is the sum is, difference is, and multiply value is this, and the quotient is this, and remainder is this. So in this program we have implemented are the arithmetic operators using the Java. So here the one more program, that is the program to implement the Boolean logical operators. Let's see first we see the experimental of the first program, that is the program to implement arithmetic operators. Okay, now this is the program that I use the editor, that is Notepad. I read this program here and I save the program with the class name. So I save the program here, that is the ARITH, that is the OP, Earth OP. I save the program here with the name this. So I copy this. Now I am going to run this program. So first I open the command prompt, that is the command prompt. I open the command prompt, and I am here inside the C, but my program they are inside the F. So I jump to the F, and there is a folder, that is the pjava. So I move to the folder, that is the pjava. Inside the pjava I have a program, that is the JAVAC, that is the Java compiler. I put the name of the program, and this is the .java. Now I am compiling the program with the Java C. Now the compilation is successful. So now I will run the program, that is the Java. I will write the Java, and I will simply put here the name of the program, that is the Earth Hope. So here this is the result of the program that in which we have implemented the arithmetic operators. Now this was the result as I shown you. Now here this is program to implement of the Boolean logical operators, right? The Boolean logical operators. So now we will see regarding the Boolean logical operators. You see that is the public class logical op, this is the class name. The public static void main, this is the main function. Inside the main function here two Boolean variable has been declared and defined, that is the BOOL1 and BOOL2. there is the Boolean type, and I assign the value 1, the bool 1 is the true and bool2 is the false. Now we will implement the, you see that the bool1 that is the true value and bool2 is the false. First the logical AND system.out.println bool1 and bool2. Now so this is the AND. Okay, now here you will see that this inside the double quotes it will be printed as it is. Then we implemented this bool1 and bool2. Okay, now this is the OR. So here I implemented the bool1 or bool2, and here I implemented the, this is the AND. Okay, again note, this is the note. Note means it give the note result, the result that will come by the AND, then the note will give the opposite result. Now here you see the output that bool1 and bool2 is equal to false. Why is equal to false? Because inside the bool1 there is true value and inside the bool2 there is the false value. So but the logical operator, logical AND, it will give that true if all the conditions are true. But here the one condition is false and one condition is true, so result will be the false. But here inside that is the OR. Inside the OR, here this is the sign of the OR. Here the any one value true, the result will be true. So here the result is true. And here you see the earlier the bool 1 and bool 2, bool 1 and bool 2, that is result was false. So here that is the note. Inside the note the result false, that gives the result that is the true. And this is the implementation, practical implementation of this, that is the Boolean logical operators, implementation of Boolean logical operators. This is the result, the command prompt result from the when we run the program. Now we are going to run the program. First we take what is the name of the class and name of the program. This is the name of the program, that is the logical op. Okay, now I open the command prompt, and inside the command prompt, that is I write here this one JAVAC, JAVAC, and the program name, and that is the Java, right? Now I compile the program. This I compile the program. Now I write here that is the Java, and I put the program name here, and this was the result. Okay, this was the result of the program. Of which program? Implementation of the Boolean logical operator. Now we are going to see the program, that the program which we had written there, that is this one. I write the program inside the notepad editor, and I save it with the name, the class name, that is the logical op. So this was the program where I implemented the logical operators in Java. So this was the result. So we had done the structure of the Java program to implement arithmetic operators, program to implement Boolean logical operators. So I am Dr. Kumar from Department of IT, SIRT, the SAGE Group, Bhopal. Welcomes and thank you. Any question regarding this? Okay, thank you.